Hello guys, welcome to InjiniaFamily YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe. I've had opportunities to work with several doctors in different hospitals in the country and out of the country. That's why we are leading to the procedure, because it actually was done on a patient on my presence, and I did the recording. I've never shared it with anyone, so I wanted to share it with you today so that you see how that procedure went through. This patient was totally deaf and both ears were blocked completely. So the doctor had to do the procedure to unlock both ears so that the patient can hear again. Guys, have you ever asked yourself the reasons why people get deaf? Mumeshawahi jiuliza kwa nini watu wanakuanga kiziwi? Somebody is just born in a perfect condition, alafu keshowe mtu anakuja na realize ako na shida kubwa ya kusikia. Mnafikiria hiyo huwa inatokea wapi? Sasa leo nataka kuwaletea habari moto moto, mufti. I want to show you something here, guys. What you are looking at right now is what is called the obstructed hearing. This obstructed hearing, madaktari wana uwezo wa kusaidia patient so that you can get the obstruction of your ear. Wacha niwaonyeshe vile inatolewa. Sasa chenye inafanyika hapo, daktari anatumia kitu inaitwa the log tool. Anajaribu kuingiza pale ndio aweze kutawanyisha ile strong wax ambayo imekwama pale kwa masikio. And you remember this, guys, this is inner ear. This is the innermost part of the ear. I want to just pay attention on how he does this. This is a very experienced doctor with so many years of experience in removing this kind of a problem from the inner ear of a patient. Angalieni majama, angalieni. Sasa pale chini mkiangalia that inner part, the wax actually is completely difficult to remove. Ni ngumu sana kutoa kwa sababu hii kitu imeshikana na the inner ear. Actually, it's like it has protruded the inner ear to the extent of the inner ear swelling. The reasons why you guys are wondering why daktari hawezi pull at once, hawezi toa kwa nguvu at once. The reasons why he's using a suction machine instead of just using a pin or something like a clip to remove it is because of the fact that it is so tight on the edges, guys. Imeshikana na dead skin, then ikashikana na what we call the inner ear air strands. Those air strands zimekuwa intertwined within the wax and the debris of dead skin, and also some kind of bleeding, like the patient had some inner ear bleeding. Then all these things combined together, it became a part of this. You see right now what's going on there. Sasa oneni wa jamaa, oneni vile anajaribu hapo, oneni hapo. Now that is what I was talking about. Hiyo imekaa kama pass na imeshikana na dead skin. So unaona vile anatoa, you can see what's happening to the inner ear, guys. You can see what's happening to the inner ear, guys. Munaona hiyo kitu kama whitish matter. That is what combination of pus imeshikana na dead skin, imeshikana na wax, ikakuwa kitu kama hiyo. So guys, ukiwa unasikia masikio yako iko na shida fulani, unasikia unajaribu kusikiza watu wakiongea na uko na some little difficulty, or when people are having a productive conversation, unasikia ni kama unasita kujaribu kujibu, which means you don't get these words properly in your ear, probably uko na hii condition. Hii condition is very treatable. So naona sasa vile daktari anatoa hiyo, the aim and the end goal of this process, guys, ni kujaribu kutoa hiyo wax yote. Nothing should remain in that internal ear that will bring accumulation again after this procedure. So wanajaribu kukuwa very careful itoke vizuri, na wakitoa isikuwe na shida yoyote ambayo itakuja kutokea baadaye to the patient. So guys, this is a very satisfying procedure to do. Na vile mnaona, most of the times the doctor is using suction tool. This suction tool inajaribu kunyonya, inanyonya, mnaelewa, inanyonya whatever is inside there. And at times anajaribu kutumia olive oil kidogo at the edges, ndio soften the edges. Ndio sasa akijaribu kutengeneza hiyo circular motion from the walls to the inner. Are you checking? Unaona? Anatumia hiyo circular motion, anajaribu kungoa kutoka kwa wall akirudisha katikati, so that there is a separation of the wax from the wall of the ears. And he's doing it very carefully and very sensitively, so that it doesn't tear the inner skin of the ear. So guys, ebu oneni hii. Already he's bringing the tool again. The other tool is trying to actually cut in through. Anajaribu kukata katikati ndio iseparate, so that at least akuwe na easy time ya kutoa ile nyingine. Lakini as you see this, guys, this thing is extremely hard. Ni ngumu sana. Anajaribu kupitisha, mnaona hapo, mnaona. Ndio hiyo. So hiyo portion actually, guys, will come out. Look at that. Aha. That actually will bring some little, and then mnaona kidogo ameongeza pale olive oil kidogo, so that at least that solution is supposed to bring some little lubrication to the whole of the debris. Akijaribu kutoa hiyo debris isikuwe iko uchungu sana, kwa sababu inavuta ile eardrum. Guys, something that also I need to mention here is that something you have to understand, that the whole of this debris, and as compact as it is 100% resting on the eardrum. It is all the way from that place you are seeing down to the eardrum, and it is fully blocking the eardrum. You know, as from what you see here, and also as from the normal logics, eardrum is the most sensitive part of the ear. So utaki kitu yoyote ambayo itaingia pale ndani alafu iweke pressure ama ipush chini kwa eardrum, because if there is any process of rupture on the eardrum, then the patient will have very bad kind of an experience from this. The kind of pain from eardrum is very excruciating. So it is the kind of pain you don't want to feel at all. So guys, this is what is going on. Anaendelea bado, anajaribu tena kutengeneza ile cylindrical motion from the walls to the center. And the reasons why that cylindrical motion is important, my guy, is that if you try pulling it up and the whole debris still stuck to the wall, it will rupture the ear wall. So the doctor is very tactical to make sure that the first thing he does is separation of the debris from the ear wall. The moment the debris is separated, it becomes very, very easy to use a rocking motion to loosen it. Once it is loose enough, and he will use the same suction tool to try and remove his hole outside. So this patient who is being treated right now has a complete ear blockage in both left and the right ear. Ndio hiyo. I think right now he's also making a good move. It's like it's almost coming out. A portion of it has already come out, and as you can see, there is some kind of a hole from that debris that has come out. Sana. So as an experienced doctor, when you are trying to remove such a kind of a wax, lazima ujaribu kutumia procedure ambayo haitadhuru patient wako. Sasa, as I was saying earlier, the rocking motion that the doctor is using to remove this debris is the rocking motion from, is a lateral motion from the wall of the ear, trying to bring it at the center, all round, so that as you can see, ebu oneni hapo, is like now the upper ear separation is becoming successful. And as you can see, guys, I think you can start seeing the edge where there is the inner ear and the eardrum as he's removing that part. Yes, it is coming out a little bit. That is out. So as you can see, guys, you are seeing that he's making some little progress. He's extremely patient with the procedure because he doesn't want anything to go wrong. He rather take the whole of his time on this operation, but make sure that everything goes on right. Right now, the guys, what you are seeing is now he's sure he has made separation, successful separation from all over the walls. Right now, what he's trying to do is coagulate the whole debris so that if it is possible, it should come out as a whole. That will be very, 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 very good for the inner ear. He's already added some lubrication again. He's sucking it out so that it can also give it some little more lubrication. So when he's doing the rocking motion, the whole debris should start. I think the most important thing the doctor is trying to do here is to try to remove the whole debris so that when it comes whole, ikitoka yote, haitakuwa na madhara kubwa kwa eardrum. Lakini ikikatika, kuna portion zingine zinaweza kuwa zimekwama na inaweza dhuru ile eardrum. So whatever he is trying to do is to try to lubricate it and have some gentle motions all around. Anajaribu kuilubricate, alafu anaitengenezea rocking motion vile unaona anafanya. Akishafanya hivyo, it should reach a point where it is loose enough just to come off the whole of it, and that will be the most important part of this story. So we are looking forward for it coming out, and as you can see, it is almost coming out. It is almost coming out, guys. It is almost coming out, guys. He's now doing that gentle rocking motion. As you can see, the procedure is very tactical. The doctor is very tactical. Lakini mukiangalia pande ya left, mutaona that white matter is still there. Ile ya white, munaona iko pale. Is bringing in the tool again. Is bringing in the L tool again to try and remove, to separate. And guys, you can see how careful the doctor is. Akiingiza hiyo tool kujaribu is trying to separate the debris, and hiyo imetoka tena. It's doing a good job. It's doing generally a good job. And guys, this thing is very satisfying to watch. You can see amerudi tena na suction tool. Is using the suction pressure. And by the way, one thing that I noticed, what the doctor does is they don't use too much pressure. The reasons why they don't use too much pressure, it is very possible if you do high pressure, the whole of the debris will come out, but it will leave some serious bruises on the inner ear. So chenye wanajaribu kufanya sana ni kujaribu avoid a lot of damage to the interior ear. So endeleeni kuona. So ukiangalia na upate beshte yako ama ndugu yako ama mtu yoyote ambaye ako na shida ya kusikia, anajaribu ako kwa process ile ya kukua kiziwi, it is always a percentage of luck that this can be treated. So karibu anatoa yote, hebu angalieni vile iko. As you can see, the white matter vile nilisema hapo awali ni ile pass imeshikana ikakuja ikashikana na the dead cells. Alafu you guys also, there's bacteria that actually decomposes such like kind of dead cells. So the whole mixture inashikana na hair strand za inner ear. Mnaonanga hizo vitu zinakaa hivyo, hizo ni hair strands. Sasa he has gotten it into the rocking motion, guys. I think that is it. I think now he is almost removing it. Oneni mambo sasa. Ndiyo hiyo sasa. Actually, it's now coming out. It's the whole of the debris is coming out right now, guys. This is so amazing. This is actually very amazing. The debris is coming out right now, and he's still using the suction tool to actually remove it. So the kind of procedure that doctor is doing is extremely professional, because he knows he doesn't want to bring any further damage to the internal ear, which actually have been placed against a lot of pressure because of that debris that was stuck right at the bottom of the eardrum. So it's just trying to use the rocking motion to make sure that it is all coming out as a unit. Look at that. That portion is already out. So it means that if we add some little lubrication the way he has done, and he's sucking out the lubrication, now it will be easier, because the debris is now a little bit loose. As you can see, it's now using that gentle rocking motion. And at this moment, guys, I think the whole of the item is going to come out right there. Ndiyo hiyo imetoka, guys. That is it, guys. Look at that. Now you can see the pinkish area. That is the eardrum. There is some little debris still remaining, but those technically are just the dead skin. So he's getting in again to remove the remaining dead skin. But as you can see, guys, this is a very sensitive procedure. It takes time. It takes a lot of experience from the doctor to be able to do the right thing, so that there is no mistake, guys. He's trying to get that one actually is stuck at the eardrum, guys, and that is extremely excruciating painful. So he's trying to use a very gentle motion to remove it, because it is actually attached to the real eardrum, guys. That is attached to the real eardrum. He's trying to remove it, and actually there's a portion of a dead skin, and it's out, guys. You can look at that, guys. It is actually something very satisfying to look at. So it's going on for the remaining at the top part of the ear. That kind of matter that looks like yellowish matter, that debris is being removed now. He's removing that remaining part of the debris. As you can see, it's using a very gentle motion, because this is now the innermost part of the ear. And guys, you can see how red the walls of the ear looks, that means that there have been a lot of abrasion because of that debris to the internal ear. So it is the kind of pain this patient was feeling was not a joke. So you see how careful the doctor removes that, because it's attached to the innermost core of the ear. Perfect. Now we are 100% clean on the right ear. So let's go to the left ear. The left ear probably might not take as long as the right ear. The right ear had a very kind of, look at the left ear, guys. So this guy was completely deaf, because there was nothing coming in. It was completely locked, both right and the left ear. So the doctor has placed a little bit lubrication there. That is the olive oil. Now right now he's trying to remove from the wall. That kind of a motion I described earlier is called the circular motion from the wall to the center. So that motion from wall to center is very important when you're removing this debris, for two reasons. One, it will separate the hair strands. The hair strands actually that are in the mix with the debris can actually become a problem, because it will make the debris difficult to remove. But guys, this one will look much easier to remove compared to the other one. So my guy, if you have not subscribed to InjiniaFamily channel, you are missing a lot, guys. Here is where we will be demystifying some kind of nice processes that you have never seen anywhere, very exclusively on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, you click the notification bell, and follow our videos. So this one is gonna be a little bit easier to remove, not like the right ear. This one is gonna be a little bit easier to move. As you can see, he has made considerable separation of the debris from the inner wall. The debris is almost loose. As you can see, it is not as hard as the other ear. He's still using that kind of cylindrical rocking motion, but extremely gently, so that it can make the whole debris come out as a piece. That one will be very good for the inner ear, that is the eardrum, because if it comes out as a whole, there is a probability that it will unilaterally get all the debris out without leaving traces that will be very difficult to remove the moment it is already out. So the rocking motion should be very gentle, and in 90% of the scenarios, you are seeing he's not using any other tool other than the suction tool. The suction tool makes every single thing, that every debris that actually is separated from the main debris will be sucked out, so it doesn't fall within the ear. That is making it much more safer. Again, the suction can get a certain portion fixed within the suction tube, and then now that pressure will make the whole system come out. So look, that guy there, he has already removed a part of the debris, which is the biggest part of the debris. Now the remaining one is the one lying towards the ear, so he's just doing the suction motion to remove it. Look at that, guys. Ebu oneni hapo, obe oneni hapo, guys. Subscribe, you guys, subscribe to Engineer channel. If you have not subscribed yet, you are missing a lot, guys. You are missing a lot. This is exclusive, only InjiniaFamily channel. So subscribe to our channel, make sure that you are a part of our family. When you bring for you nice stuff like this, be the first one in that kind of a situation to watch, and also share with your friends so that they can also see what happens when people get deaf. This is what happens. This is what makes people deaf, guys. And it's something that is removable. It's something that we can remove. It is something that can be treated, and the patient can be able to hear perfectly well again, as long as the eardrum is not having any issue, only the blockage that we're talking about with the debris. So the doctor has already added some little lubrication again, and you guys, as you can see, he does lubrication in steps, in different steps. The reason why he does that is it so that it can give the debris opportunity to be able to suck this lubrication, so that the moment it sucks the olive oil inside, it becomes a little bit softer. And the more softer it is, the better for the patient, because you can imagine the kind of bruises if you're trying to have that rocking motion and the whole debris is hard. it actually pinches in to the wall of the ears, and that makes it extremely excruciating painful. Even though they use some kind of anesthesia to try and make sure that the patient doesn't have a lot of pain when they are doing the procedure, but it's still very, very crucial, because if those kind of damages happen because of the pressure from the hard matter, later on after the procedure, the patient can be in real pain, and that should not be the case. Again, you can see that kind of motion. It is coming out, guys, the whole of the debris. Look at that. Now perfectly you can see the eardrum, and the eardrum on this side is in a perfect shape, guys. No bruises, no anything. So it's going in for the remaining debris, the short debris that is remaining there, and then it looks good. It looks very excellent. There is no damage to the eardrum. So this patient, guys, will be able to hear perfectly well after this procedure. Thank you for watching this video. I want you to subscribe to our channel, and there are several videos like this that are coming up on this channel of ours. So I want you to be the first one to watch them, so don't be left behind.